second method here, method 2 here, method 2 here. Suppose, like, let us take an example here. First example, LCM of 6 comma 9 here. So here we need to check here the higher value is 9 here, but but the first number is not a multiple of the second number. Yeah, but the second number is not a, but the first number is, 6 is not a multiple of 9 here. That case, what we need to do is we need to take the double of the second highest number. We need to take the double of the highest number. So what will be the double of highest number? So the double of highest number will be a 18 here. The double of highest number will be of 18 years. Now we need to check whether this first number is a multiple of the second highest number or not. Here we clearly see that 6 is a multiple of 18 here, so our LCM will be directly 18 here. So for better understanding, let us consider one more example here is LCM of LCM of 8 comma 12. So what will be the LCM of 8 comma 12? So here among 8 and 12, the highest number will be 12. Highest number will be 12. But we need to check whether the first number is a multiple of second number or not. But here 8 is not a multiple of 12 here. So now what we need to do is we need to take the double of highest number. So what will be the double of highest number? The double of highest number will be of 24. Now we need to check whether this 8 is a multiple of 24 or not. We can clearly say that 8 is a multiple of 24. The LCM for this value, so 8 and 12 will be of 24. I hope we are clear with this point. Let us consider one more example here. So LCM of 10 comma 20 comma 30. So among these numbers 10 comma 20 comma 30, the highest number will be here is 30. Highest number will be here is 30. But here 10 is a multiple of 30. Here 10 is a multiple of 30 only. But 20 is not a multiple of 30 here. So for that, what we need to do is we need to take the double of the highest number. So what will be the double of highest number? Double of highest number will be 60. Now we can say that 10 is a multiple of 60 and this 20 is also a multiple of 60. So directly the LCM of 10 comma 20 comma 30 will be 60. So I hope you clear this point here. So this is method 2. And let us go for method 3 here. So now we discuss about method 3 here. So method 3 is about LCM of co-prime numbers. LCM of co-prime numbers will be directly the product of co-prime numbers. Product of so the method 3 is about LCM of co-prime numbers here is so what is mean by co-prime numbers means what is meant by co-prime numbers means only one factor is common. Only one factor is common, that is one is common in both the numbers. So the HCF of a comma b will be 1. F of a comma b will be 1. So let us consider some examples for understanding what is meant by co-prime number. What will be the HCF of those numbers here? Suppose 2 comma 3 are the prime numbers and these are co-prime numbers. Why? Because here only one is the common in this. So the HCF of 2 comma 3 will be 1 here. Let us consider one more example, 6 comma 25 here. But here 6 is a composite number. 6 is a composite number and 25 is also composite numbers. So let us try to write the multiples of 6 here. So the multiples of 6 are 1 comma 3 comma here. And the multiples of 25 are 1 comma 5 comma 25. We observe in these two numbers also will get only one is a common. So the CF of 6 comma 25 will also be 1 here. If we observe one point here A comma B may be prime numbers or composite numbers. Here A in some cases right may act as prime number and B may act as a composite number, or here A sometimes may act as a composite number and B may act as a prime numbers. In all these cases and all these four cases also we will get the HCF of A comma B as one only. F of A comma B as one only. Let us consider some examples here regarding this method 3 here. So the LCM of 3 comma 5. So the LCM of 3 comma 5. What we discussed means LCM of co-prime numbers. LCM of co-prime numbers is simply the product of the product of co-prime numbers. The product of co-prime numbers. So here 3 comma 5 are the prime numbers and there is only one is common factor in those two numbers. So simply the LCM will be the product of two numbers, that is 3 into 5, that will be equals to 15 here. I hope you are clear this point. All you need to for the basic point here is LCM of co-prime numbers will be equals to the product of co-prime numbers. Next example 2, LCM of 6 comma 7. Here 6 is a composite number and here 7 is a prime number, or you can also take it as an odd number, and this can we can take it as an even number. So from this also we can conclude one point that in the previous slide only we discussed either A comma B are prime numbers, either A comma B are composite numbers. Here A is act as either prime number or composite number. Here B act as a composite number or prime number. In all these cases we'll get the HCF of A comma B as only one. So in that case, what we need to is we simply multiply the values here in order to get the LCM. So the LCM will be equals to simply the product of those two numbers. So here also we are getting the same point here, 6 into 7, 6 sevens is of 42. So the LCM of comma 7 will be of 42. Let us consider the third example here is LCM of 2 comma 3 comma 5. So in this also we are getting the HCF as HCF of A comma B comma C as 1 here. Simply the LCM will be the product of those co-prime numbers. So 2 into 3 into 5, that will be equals to 30. So this will be the second method of approach. From this we can take some key points here. From this we can take some key points here. What are those key points means? The first key point is LCM of consecutive natural numbers natural natural numbers doublet. LCM of consecutive natural numbers doublet. So here the consecutive natural numbers are also co-prime numbers. Consecutive natural numbers are also co-prime numbers. So simply what we discuss, LCM of co-prime numbers is simply the product of co-prime numbers only. The product of co-prime numbers only. Let us take one example here is LCM of 3 comma 4. Here 3 comma 4 are the consecutive natural numbers and these 3 comma 4 are also co-prime numbers. Why? Because the HCF of 3 comma 4 will be 1 here. So simply the LCM will be the product of those two numbers, that will be 12 here. Let us go with one more example here is, so the LCM of 12 comma 13 here. Here 12 and 13 are the consecutive natural number doublet. Doublet means we need to take the consecutive numbers, and here also the HCF is 1 here. So for this number also we'll get the LCM as 12 into 13, that will be equals to 156 here. This will be the first key point you need to remember. And the second key point you need to remember is LCM of, second key point you need to remember is LCM of consecutive odd number doublet. So here these consecutive odd numbers are also co-prime numbers, and that case also will get the product here as a LCM here. So if we take the one example here is example 1 here, LCM of 5 comma 7. So here 5 comma 7 are the odd numbers or consecutive odd numbers, and for this number also the HCF or highest common factor is 1 here. So in this case also what we get here is simply the product of these two numbers as LCM. So the LCM will get it as a 35 here. The example 1. Let us go with one more example. Example 2 here. LCM of 13 comma 15 here. Here 13 comma 15 are also consecutive odd numbers. So in this case also we'll get, and the common factor or the highest common factor for these numbers also will get it as 1 here. Simply the LCM will be the product of these two numbers, that will be 13, 15, 13 into 15, that will be 195. So this is method 3. I hope we are clear with